Ladies and gents, welcome back to Off the Record, a podcast made by your favourite local record shop, Rockabuy Records. We're here in the heart of England, in the small town of Oakham, and we have a ton of stock at the moment. Everything from those cheap £1 records all the way up to those rare, expensive records that you might be after one day. And as always, I'm joined by some of my favourite people. This is Chris and Right Dad himself, my dad Dean. Good evening, gents.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm very
you
well.
Good?
How's it going?
Obviously, we're missing Tom today, so...
We are missing Tom. He's just a bit caught up at work. But we're here, and we're about to tear apart one of the biggest talking points in music at the moment.
Yeah, and we've got one of these, haven't we? We needed one of these.
Oh, yeah,
for,
yeah. Other drinks,
are available.
Yeah, we've got some Guinness going. We are British after all, and it's good to have a good British drink going. But yes,
it's Irish, isn't it?
Irish, Northern Irish? I don't know.
Dublin.
Is it Dublin?
Dublin.
Oh, of course, yeah,
Right.
Irish, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, European.
Nor's that one up, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry.
We're not even...
A good drink from New York.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tasty, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I've had too many.
If you've never had a Guinness in New York, oh my goodness, try it.
Good.
Oh, beautiful.
Is it?
Absolutely. Creamy, stunning.
Yeah.
I've never been to Ireland, so I've got that
to
to
Ireland.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll grab a Guinness when we're on tour with
Yeah.
Or on the podcast tour.
on the
Off the record
podcast tour.
Well, I went for my 30th, and it's mental.
Is it?
Like, we went to this one pub who had a delivery of Guinness that day, and you could probably fill up this shop
Just of Guinness.
just of Guinness.
Jesus.
That was their. I don't know whether it was just for that day. It must have been for the week or something, but it was just Guinness. It
Yeah.
lined up the whole street. Mad. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
besides the point. Talking about Guinness. We need to talk about music.
Well, there's be some sort of way into it, wouldn't there?
Well, yeah,
Thin Lizzy. There you are.
Where's the segue? Yeah, where's
Yeah.
the segue?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Phil in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Logan.
Yes, Apple Music's top 100 albums of all time.
Yeah.
Biggest talking point in music at the moment. Very, controversial. Predictable.
I
In
liked
some
how they
ways.
did it
Yeah.
with the doing 10 every day.
Yep.
That was quite cool.
Yep.
To go from, it was over 10 days, wasn't it? So first day you're getting number 100 to 90
91,
or whatever it was. Yeah, 91. And then so on. So
Yep.
that was quite cool.
Yep.
Did spoil it a little bit though, doing it that way. Because you're seeing albums
Yeah.
that you think,
Ah, that could be number one.
that should be up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did a video on it on TikTok, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah. And we're
and,
nearly up to 1 million views on TikTok on that one because
Yeah,
that has definitely gone.
Yeah, it's gone viral. That
Yeah,
one has.
is it? Yeah.
So we've done really well on that video. Hence why we're having Guinness. We're having a celebration.
Yeah, we've made £7.60 from having
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
100 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just go through the top 10 real quick for those that don't know what it is. So number one, top of the list, best album in the world as voted by Apple Music is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill, 1998. That is number one. So we'll come back to that. Thriller by Michael Jackson at number two, the best-selling album of all time. That's 1982, that is. Abbey Road by the Beatles at number 3, 1969. Purple Rain by Prince at number 4, that's 1984. Blonde by Frank Ocean, 2016 at number 5. Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder from 1976 at number 6. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, 2012 at number 7. Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, 2006 at number 8. Nevermind by Nirvana, 1991 at number 9. And finally, Lemonade by Beyonce, 2016 at number 10. Closely followed by Rumours, OK Computer, The Blueprint, Highway 61 Revisited, 21 and Blue. Yeah.
That's the top 15 then.
Top 15, yeah.
21.
Huh?
Adele.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to it?
Oh yeah, it's a great album. It's just
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
album.
It's It's a great
I
album.
can't believe the one thing you're taking out of that is Adele.
No, but I'm just thinking 21. Is there any other albums called 21? I don't know, but
21
Oh, yeah,
Adele.
21 by Adele.
That's a great album. I listened to that last week.
Yeah.
Album a day. Song on there called One and Only.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Yeah, but it's not. It hasn't. It didn't blow me away, so I've not really heard it since.
If I whack it on after this, you'll be like, wow.
Right.
All right.
But she's got a great.
Promise you.
She's got a
Promise
great
you.
voice. Come on.
But yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah.
So let's just talk about number one, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Now you've listened to this in your album
to it a couple of
challenge.
times.
Yeah. Have you listened to Miseducation? Yeah. Classic R&B, hip hop.
It's a good album.
It's a good album.
It's a good album.
It's a good album. Personally, I wouldn't put it as number one. I can kind of understand where they're going with it. I know some of the people that that have put this list together as well.
What you know?
No, not personally.
I was going to say.
It's people like Zane Lowe.
Yeah.
And a couple of people that work with Apple Music, some of the big people.
Yeah.
And I kind of get it from his point of view because he's a music producer and it's a big thing. It's a big album to kind of put as a production album.
Yeah.
But kind of pulling in at number 3 is Abbey Road by the Beatles, and I just think to myself, like, is it better than Abbey Road?
So a thing that I think of when it comes to a good album, what defines a good album?
A good start, a good song to start with to get you in the mood.
Yeah.
An album that has not got a bad track on it.
And also, I think a good album is an album that revolutionises music and changes the way that people think about music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Changes the shape of music, where people go, "Whoa, you can't do that because that's never been done before."
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
Thriller. Exactly.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Sgt. Pepper's,
Yeah,
which
Abbey Road.
is not even in the top 100, but we'll get to
Sgt. Pepper's, right?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I can see where they're coming from with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because it did kind of. It was quite not revolutionary, but
It was a female artist doing what a male artist would usually do.
Yeah.
And to be fair, blowing up as big as a white artist would as well.
Yeah. And bear in mind, she was obviously in the Fugees and had this big fallout, didn't they? They all fell out.
Mm-hmm.
And this was her kind of comeback album where she sung about falling out with the Fugees. Yeah. Number 1, though.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I did a TikTok about this idea of an app. I don't think it'll ever get made, but an app where you could rate music albums and give every category a thing from 1 to 10 as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could say, well, how good is the production from 1 to 10? That's one of the things you're voting on, rather than giving an album this is a 7 out of 10 album. Well, you know what? The production is 10 out of 10, but the songwriting is actually a 1 out of 10. So average, it's like a 5 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? It's a good app idea, I think.
I love that. I do.
Yeah. It won't get made. I can't make apps. Can you make apps?
No.
Cool.
No.
Can you, Dad?
No.
Dad can't even work a CD player.
I do struggle.
So I mean, giving each category a kind of 1 out of 10 rating.
What categories would you have?
Everything: production, songwriting, album artwork, musicianship,
lyrics.
Yeah, lyrics, like everything.
And you get an overall average.
Get overall average, and to get a 10 out of 10 album, you'd literally give everything 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think in this world of giving an album different categories, I don't think any album would ever get 10 out of 10.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to mark one of them like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be a 10 then in the end. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that'd be my opinion if I was to kind of.
So if we know anyone who makes apps.
So if I was to rate an album, that's where I was coming on to. If I was to rate an album, bless you.
Sorry.
I'd have to rate an album based on all of the categories. I couldn't give one singular number.
Yeah.
Because I think like Thriller, for example, I think is probably the closest thing to a perfect album, because it's so perfect.
So yeah, I know what you mean. So there's a guy in the album a day that I'm doing. There's a guy Dunk who does it as well, and when he rates his album, he rates each song individually. So maybe you do that as well. Out of 5, artwork out of 5, and production out of 5, and then get an average.
Yeah.
So if you get a 4, that's a bloody good score.
Yeah.
Similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like you say, Thriller. When you're going on that basis, like Dunk does, Thriller's probably.
I don't think there's a category where it was, like, besides from maybe album length, because it's only 9 tracks.
Yeah.
If you gave me an extra 2, I'd probably love them as well, and
Yeah.
it'd be like, oh, now it's an even better album. But even 9 tracks is enough, I think.
Did he have any B-sides on any of the singles? Ooh.
On
Thriller.
Anything from Thriller?
anything from Thriller.
What were the B-sides?
He brought
I
out.
love that. I just love dropping him on the spot
No.
like that. B-side.
They brought out 6 singles.
Yeah.
From there, but I don't think there's any B-sides. Maybe The Lady in My Life was probably one. I can't.
What was Say? What was that on?
Say.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
That wasn't on. What do you call it? That was with Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that's
wasn't
what I
it?
mean. Yeah.
That
Was a bit later than Thriller, wasn't it?
Well, because they'd done The Girl Is Mine.
Yeah.
The deal
That's a great song.
was that Paul McCartney would have something on MPL, and as opposed to they did that on Epic, but they did it on MPL for his label.
Mm-hmm.
And they both made number 2 in the charts, and they
two?
both did well. Yeah,
Oh, I thought they were great songs.
yeah. The Girl Is Mine's best
What
track
beat
on.
Girl Is Mine to number 1?
That would be again.
No,
I've got a funny feeling it might have been the Specials.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon so.
We'll find that out in a minute.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it might not have been because it might have been 82. It might have been something like Fame or In Car or something like that. But I don't know. I can't answer that
Don't know it.
because I don't know.
I know it, but I won't tell you.
You do.
Yeah, we both know it, mate.
It'd have been late 82.
Even the
that
bloke
would
who
have
walked past us
Late
just been
been. Late 82, wouldn't it?
Town Called Malice?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been something. It might have been something. Yeah, it might have been something.
Good shout.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
only found that out today because we did it. Don't hold your breath.
Probably still on the tabs. At
I was
the
like,
Yeah.
was that from a
Yeah.
video that you did today?
I did today, yeah.
Yeah.
I said a town called Malice. That's 82, Dad. That's where he got it from.
yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you got it.
Cheat. They're on to me.
Right, so let's talk about because a lot of the comments were mainly the modern ones that were on this top 10.
Yeah.
So Frank Ocean, Blonde, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar, and Lemonade by Beyonce.
Okay.
A cool, refreshing drink.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
It was.
I bet there's only about 3 people that got that reference, and you were definitely one of them.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So, have you listened to Lemonade?
Lemonade's a great album.
It's an unbelievable album.
Yeah.
I would put that. I wouldn't put it above. I enjoyed that more than the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, yeah.
I did. It's got some banging songs. Have you ever
Haven't
listened
heard
to
it. No,
Lemonade?
I can't. I can.
We've got it in the rack.
Yeah, I know we
I've
have.
got it here.
Yeah.
Got it in the shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would personally, for me, put it above Miseducation of Lauryn Hill because I think I just enjoyed it more. I can see why it's up there in the top 10 though.
Mm.
You know, this is one place above Rumours by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it is good though. It's a really good album.
Yeah, and like I said in the video, Adele even mentioned Lemonade in her Grammy
Yeah, she did,
awards
yeah.
thing when she won for 25. I think she won in 2016 with 25. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's just any odd number.
Yeah, just anything, yeah. So when she won, she was like, I should not be receiving this because Lemonade was like the best album of the century. It's
Right.
unbelievable. And yeah, I think if I was to put a Beyonce album up there,
It would be that one, yeah,
that one.
100%,
Yeah. And she didn't do any marketing for it.
Hmm.
Just dropped it on the day and said, by the way, I've got a new album out.
Yeah.
and that was it. That's all she
Yeah.
did, and it just to have the balls to do that.
Yeah.
There's not many people that can do that, is there?
Beyonce can.
Yeah,
She can do anything.
yeah. So Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Better than To Pimp a Butterfly?
I was going to say, To Pimp a Butterfly is not even in the top 100.
Is it not?
It's not even there.
Wow.
So take that as you will.
When I first heard To Pimp a Butterfly, it had me from the first 2 or 3 bars. It had me, and I was like flipping heck. And all I could think of was, this is a great album, and this is.
Bear in mind, the first song on To Pimp a Butterfly is quite explicit, isn't it?
The whole thing's explicit.
Yeah, I know.
The whole
but
thing's explicit.
The first one's really explicit.
Yeah.
but that's when you had.
Enjoyed it.
I thought the whole album.
Yeah,
was
it's a good
brilliant.
album. Really
I
good
thought the
album.
whole album was superb, and it was produced fantastically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I must be getting older because I'm really into the production and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it
Adds to it, doesn't it? Yeah.
It is a fantastic album.
Yeah. And
And you told me about that album. And I said, well, I'll crack it open. I said, wow.
yeah.
I don't take many albums home with me and keep them, but I've got a copy of that in my house. So
Yeah. The artwork is incredible as well.
Yeah.
That picture of the guys on the front, in front of the White House.
Yeah. Great, isn't it?
Wow.
And that's
just like
that's not photoshopped. Or
no,
anything. That has been done.
It's a really powerful picture. Really, really good.
Yeah, it's great.
But
is it better than Good Kid, Mad City?
Do you know what? I haven't heard it. I haven't listened
Good
to
Kid,
it.
Mad City?
Yeah, I haven't listened to it all the way through as an album. I've listened to tracks off it, but I've never listened to it all the way through. So maybe it is better. But I think it's only because I love To Pimp a Butterfly so much.
7th best ever.
I have bought that album. You saw it today when I bought it in my batch of new records, and I'm going to crack that open tomorrow and have a listen to that one.
Yeah.
So
Nice, yeah.
have a proper listen to it.
I mean, all those Kendrick Lamar fans are probably saying, "Yeah, it's a better album."
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we need to listen to it properly. And Blonde by Frank Ocean.
Yeah. This one's a bit of a joke.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I do. Not a joke. I think it's very high up. It's a good album. It's a very good album.
5th best in the ever?
No, not 5th best ever. Do you think?
Not above Rumours and Sgt. Peppers and Hotel
To Pimp a
California.
Butterfly.
Yeah,
And Pet Sounds.
Yeah, and Pet Sounds. Yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon. Come on, I know.
Yeah, Revolver.
Yeah.
Revolver.
Yeah.
Revolver.
And above OK Computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, because there was a time when OK Computer was number 1, Revolver number 2, and the Benz number
3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, you know.
Blonde. I don't know.
Have you listened to it?
I have, yeah. I did it last week.
Yeah.
In the album a day.
I think it's
good.
It's a good album.
It's very good.
And I did enjoy listening to it, but like you said,
But
yeah.
if we're talking within that genre, if one album from that genre has to be there at number 5, it's got to be D'Angelo Voodoo.
Yeah,
because it's the same sort of feel.
Yeah, very.
It's that
very
chilled,
similar.
hip hoppy soul,
R&B.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's has to be an album like that in the top 10, for me personally, it'll be Voodoo.
Yeah. Very influential though, Frank Ocean. So I'm not sure whether, to a lot of new newbies on the scene. I think he's got something about him, and I think a lot of people that are into that genre would put it up high.
I do prefer Channel Orange.
Channel Orange is nice, yeah. It's a good album.
Do you know why I like Channel Orange?
Got John Mayer on it.
It's got John Mayer on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we surprised to see Back to Black by Amy Winehouse on there?
No, I'm not surprised. I think that deserves to be there.
I think that's about right. Do you?
Yeah, I think that's.
I reckon so.
Yeah,
I think
unbelievable album, isn't it?
One of our biggest sellers in the shop.
Yeah.
I think it is our biggest seller, isn't it?
That and it's either that or Rumours that are,
we say Rumours. I haven't sold Rumours in ages.
Yeah, I sold
Have
two.
you?
I sold 2 last week. Yeah.
Did you?
But yeah, but Back to Black.
Back to Black. As soon as it comes in, it goes out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And and it sounds great on vinyl.
Yeah.
The
half-speed master one. If you ever get a chance to listen to that, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Because it's got, that beautiful Fender version of Valerie in it. Just her and a Fender guitar.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
And it's very very 60s sort of sound as well, isn't it?
Monkey Man and Cupid on there.
Brilliant.
And
Cupid, yeah. Sam Cooke song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
what else we got in there?
So that's the top 10.
Purple Rain's on there as well, I heard.
Purple Rain is
Purple
number
Rain.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
if you can have a Prince album, then you got to be that, and either that or Sign of the Times. But Purple Rain's got so much. It's iconic.
What was the big single off Purple Rain?
When Doves Cry.
When Doves Cry.
Yeah.
Did you know about that? With that song, it's got no bass in it.
Is it not?
There is no bass within that song. There was bass, but when they're in the studio, Prince goes, "Can you just take that out just to see what it sounds like?" And goes, "That's the one." There's no bass at all in that song.
Wow. I didn't
Mad,
know
isn't it?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, great song. And there is a bass mix out there.
Yeah.
But the actual album song has no bass in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Controversially, I don't really rate Purple Rain as much as other Prince albums, like 1989. 1989?
Yeah.
1998.
1999.
1999.
1999, yeah.
1999. And Sign of the Times. And,
Sign of the Times is a good album.
Sign of the Times is super. It's my favourite Prince album of all.
Yeah.
Sign of the Times is a good album.
No, there's no. I think Sign of the Times is better than Purple Rain, but Prince deserves to be in the top 10 anyway.
He did so many albums as well, didn't
That's
he?
what I mean.
Like insane amount of albums.
Yeah, I went on a journey to listen to some Prince once, and looked at the albums. I was like, where do I even start?
Yeah.
Which ones do I even listen to? So I think I just picked three or four at random, and had no idea, and they were all completely different as well.
Yeah.
And Prince just got that thing about him, and he's just a fantastic musician.
There's some in mid-2000s where he went really bluesy and really guitar led as well. Lotus Flower, I think it's called.
Right.
It's flipping awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the albums are rubbish. I haven't listened to them all, but that one, Lotus Flower, awesome.
Yeah. Gone too soon.
Yeah, very much so.
Nevermind, Nirvana. I reckon its influence on culture and
going back to what makes a good album.
Yeah, I think
I think that it's probably that album the reason why you two picked a guitar up. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's probably most kids
pick
most
guitar
kids.
up your age because of Nevermind.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know?
That and Green Day.
Yeah.
When I'm teaching kids power chords, the first song I teach them is "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Yeah.
Because that's the only song that you need to learn to start with.
Yeah.
With power chords.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised to see it there. You prefer In Utero though, don't you?
Yeah, I like In Utero. Yeah, I do. Yeah, do. Depends what sort of day it
I
is.
thought it was called In Utero.
I don't know.
Okay.
Whichever it is, yeah.
It's the first time I've said it out loud.
Heart-Shaped Box.
Yeah.
All Apologies on there. It's my favourite Nirvana song. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Songs in the Key of Life.
And Songs in the Key of Life, sorry, as well.
That.
Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder has to be on the top 10. He's just another Prince in my opinion. Better version of Prince in my opinion.
When I was reading about this album not long ago, and George Michael,
yep,
Elton John,
yep,
and Michael Jackson didn't go anywhere without taking a copy of Songs in the Key of Life with them.
Really?
That's some pretty high accolades. Isn't
it?
Well,
you look at George Michael. George Michael, I think the first song that he recorded of Stevie Wonder's was "Love Is in Need of Love Today," wasn't it? Off the AIDS tribute, the AIDS. I think he did it in 86. And then he did
As
as well with Mary J. Blige, didn't he?
Key of Life, innit?
And he always George Michael always said that the reason why he chooses Stevie Wonder songs is because they've both got the same vocal range, if you like. They both sound. George Michael can sing a Stevie Wonder song stand on his head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's got that same voice as Stevie Wonder, and I think at the last count, I think he'd covered 7 of Stevie Wonder's songs. Yeah.
Well, bear in mind, none of them leave the country to go on tour without a copy of Songs in the Key of Life. So it's good enough for them. It's good enough for
One of my favourite musicians, Jacob Collier. He says that the way he learnt piano and all his music knowledge was learning every single Stevie Wonder song. If you ever watched Jacob Collier's unbelievable musician, and there's a great interview where he says, where the interviewer asks him, "I said, what do you who are your influences? Who do you look up to?" He says, "Well, number 1, Stevie Wonder. Number 2, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Then number 3, Mozart and Beethoven,
Yeah.
and all these other amazing people. But yeah, he said Stevie Wonder. If without Stevie Wonder, he said, I learned Sir Duke in every single key, and then I learned My Cherie Amour in every single key on the piano, and and that's the way I learned. So yeah,
And that Songs of the Key of Life was his 18th album.
Yeah.
18th
album.
What?
Get your head around that.
Yeah.
And the biggest or most lucrative album deal at the time as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, he
ended his contract with.
Well, he was always with
He was
EMI.
with-
No, he was with
With
EMI.
Motown, wasn't he?
Well, EMI is Motown, but
there you
yeah. Okay, sorry.
But, and then they offered. He wasn't going to.
Sorry, the British version of Motown. The EMI bought Motown, didn't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And he said, if we're going to want you to make another album,
yeah,
I think I gave him like £4 million to do
that
it.
was
Which in the 70s.
Yeah.
That was when Motown changed their. That was when Motown changed their label from the black Tamla Motown to the Big M Motown.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, right,
yeah.
okay.
So that was a different a deal that had to happen as well.
What
I don't
year did
know.
he start then?
His first album was 69? 62.
Yeah, Little Stevie
Little
Wonder.
Stevie
That's
Wonder,
it, yeah.
That's
it, yeah.
Footsteps or something. One little Footprints too.
Yeah.
Footprints Part 1
But
or
even
something.
before this, what did you have before this? Was it Inversions before this?
Innovisions.
Innovisions
Yeah,
was
Put Your
before-
Book was in there.
Yeah.
It was before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff where he was singing,
With a lot of
My
60s.
Cherie Amour and
Yeah.
Place in the Sun and Yes to Me, Yes to You and stuff like that. And it was,
18th album.
no,
That's mad.
yeah.
Great though, isn't it?
But I think if you go Innovisions, Picture Book, and that one followed almost immediately.
Yeah.
You've got 3 unbelievable albums, and if it took him 16, 17 and 18 times to get it right, then hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
do you know what I mean?
So
yeah,
be it.
so
Yeah.
be it. Because I mean, other people would say that the 15 before that were fantastic anyway,
Yeah.
but these, were just brilliant.
Well, that's the top 10 then. And there's obviously albums that we'd put in our top 10, or maybe even the top 100 that they might have missed. So, do you want to maybe reel off any albums, and I'll see if they made?
I know two that definitely didn't make the top 100.
Yeah.
I think it's an absolute travesty.
Yep.
One being Graceland, Paul Simon.
Is it not there?
Not even in the top 100.
Yeah, for me that'd be number 1.
Yeah, that's a joke, isn't it?
That's number 1 in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is the best album that's ever been
How
made.
that didn't even make the top
If you-
100.
You talk about innovativeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about what makes a good album.
What makes a good album? You've got African fused with pop, fused with rock. You've got Paul Simon at his best songwriting
Yep.
that he's ever done, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the production was just, and you got some of the best musicians with you as well.
Yeah.
And the tour that went with it.
And you're not even made the top 100 with that. Nah, sorry, mate.
Joke.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. No, sit this one out.
Yeah.
Apple Music, you got that one wrong.
Yeah, Sergeant.
Yeah.
That was the other one. Graceland being is a joke, and the other one, Sergeant Pepper's.
Yeah.
Sgt. Pepper's not even the top 100.
Not top 100.
No, you see, if it wasn't for Sgt. Pepper's, there wouldn't be. there wouldn't
A
be.
Day in the Life is on there. It's the greatest song ever, isn't it?
I cannot believe
Yeah.
that you can't put. But they've got, I don't even know.
Well, there wouldn't be Back to Black. There wouldn't be this, in my opinion. There wouldn't be Rumours, and there wouldn't be probably
There wouldn't be Abbey
Blonde.
Road.
Yeah, Thriller. I just don't think any of these. Blue. I don't think any of these would exist without Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah.
I think it's
Talk about changing.
I think it's such an important
the
album.
landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listening to is Pet Sounds in there.
Pet Sounds is there. Yeah, Pet Sounds is number 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Paul McCartney basically listened to Pet Sounds, didn't he, and went, "We can do that."
They were in the studio at the same time, weren't they?
And they were listening and going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"We can do
Whether
that."
they're at the same time
In the same studio,
in the same country, I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but they would
Pet
definitely.
Sounds came out first, didn't it?
Pet Sounds would beat it by it did, because it was 66, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Pet
that's what I mean,
Sounds and
And what was the Beatles album that came out in '66?
Revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when Revolver, Pet Sounds,
Yeah.
Sgt. Pepper's.
yeah. But without Pet Sounds, you probably wouldn't have
exactly.
had Sgt. Pepper's.
Exactly. But without Revolver, you wouldn't have had Pet Sounds.
No.
It's all
incestuous.
It's all incestual.
Yeah. Album that I would have in there without even arguing would be Listen Without Prejudice, George Michael.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
in
George
there?
Michael in it?
I wouldn't have thought so.
It is, yeah. It's number 91.
Listen Without Prejudice? Oh,
Prejudice.
he made the top 100.
Volume 1, yeah.
Bless you, George.
There's more than one volume, apparently.
No, volume 1.
No,
That's it.
that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
He was going to do Listen Without Prejudice Volume 2, but he thought, no, I'm going to change the name to Older.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
What would I have in there? Graceland, I'd definitely put at number 1.
At least in the top. Yeah.
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 What about some? Is there any rock in there? So like Metallica,
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Yeah, Sabbath.
Yeah, any of that sort of feel.
Because they were in, they, you know, I mean.
Talk about revolutionising music.
Yeah.
The Master of Puppets is number 69.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the only
Metallica.
What about Piper at the Gates of Dawn, Pink Floyd? Is that
Pink
there?
Floyd, yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon is number 28.
Right.
And that's it.
For Pink Floyd?
What about Bowie? Is there any David Bowie in there? Ziggy.
I've seen some Bowie, yeah. Number 24 is The Rise and Fall of Ziggy. And the others. No, yeah, that's the only one.
That's it.
With
Yeah.
Tom.
I reckon Ziggy
would say-
that's got to be further up there, isn't it?
Well, Ziggy?
That's got to be further than 24.
Let me let Tom.
For Ziggy?
Yeah, do you?
I
I preferred that over Hunky Dory.
Did you?
Yeah, any day of the week.
I didn't think you liked David Bowie.
No, I don't like David Bowie, but oh, Tom's here.
Oh, Tom.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you sure? Yeah.
Did you bring the pizza? No. Okay.
You can join us if you want for the last. But Chris
I think you need to take your shirt
soon.
off, don't you?
This is all going to be live.
Yeah.
You're in front of the
You're
camera.
in front of the camera. You are still in front of the camera.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll find your t-shirt and set.
Make sure you keep this in.
Hunky Dory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunky Dory, my opinion, is better than Ziggy Stardust. No.
Ziggy, talking about good albums. No, not good albums. Revolutionary albums.
Yep.
We've said it ourselves. Ziggy is the start of punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you prefer Hunky Dory?
I prefer Hunky Dory because Hunky Dory was the
Go on.
I think it was
Done
the
him. Go on, keep going.
No, I think it was the baby that turned into Ziggy. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Without Hunky Dory, you wouldn't have Ziggy.
Yeah, you would. I don't think.
And without Ziggy, I don't think you'd have a lot of.
Because when you listen to stuff like Life on Mars, off that's
it's a great song, isn't it?
it's just that. If you said to me what would you say is a perfect song?
Yeah.
Life on Mars to me is a perfect song. End of. It's just everything about it is perfect.
Yeah.
I prefer Starman, if I'm honest.
So talking about like genres and stuff. One metal album, Metallica.
That was Metallica. One metal. So no, that means there's no Iron
What? So
Maiden.
there's no
Black
Back
Sabbath.
to Black
AC/DC, is that
Back
in there?
Black.
or Back in
in
Black.
Black.
Sorry, Back to Black's Amy, isn't it?
No, AC/DC is number 90 with
90?
Back in Black.
It's a great album.
That would probably be classed as rock.
Yeah, okay.
There's 18 rock entries,
Right.
21 hip hop and rap entries.
Okay.
That is a lot. Pop, it's got 16. Alternative has got 14. R&B and soul, as in R&B. 11. Electronic 4. Hard rock is 3.
What are the electronic
Well, the
ones?
electronic ones, yeah. Portishead?
Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk is on here, yep.
Yeah. What? Autobahn.
Trans Europe Express.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got that. Yeah.
I don't know which.
Is that De La Soul on there? 3 Feet and Rising, that deserves it.
Deserves to be in the top
that's
100,
number
definitely.
65. Voodoo by D'Angelo's there. Good shout. Let's have a look. Outcast is there. Illmatic is there.
Is that Carole King Tapestry? What number is that?
Yep. That is number 38.
That should be higher, shouldn't it?
Tapestry. I think it's definitely top 100 worthy.
100%.
Top
25 worthy.
Top 25 maybe. Yeah. AM by Arctic Monkeys.
What number?
59.
59.
Above whatever people say I am. That's what I'm not.
I don't even think that's on here. Let's have a look. Arctic Monkeys. Yeah, there's only that one on there.
Right, here's one then. What Oasis albums are on there?
What's the Story? Morning Glory is one entry before AM, number 58.
So definitely, maybe he's not even on there.
Nope. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's influential. I wouldn't put it in the top 100.
I'd put definitely
personally.
maybe above What's the Story? Morning Glory.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, Tom? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hear him,
he says
but
yeah.
he's nodding his head. He's got his shirt off. Look.
So yeah, I'd recommend people to go and look at the list themselves and just have a look at some of the entries, because I think just some of them are just a bit like, I don't know, it's a bit like somebody at the office is going, oh, we've got to have that in there. It's one of my favourite albums.
Yeah.
And it's not really everyone else's. Like Pure Heroin by Lord. It's an unbelievably good album. Top 100 of best albums in the world, though. Ooh, that's a tricky thing to, you know. There's stuff like Never Mind the Bollocks.
Not even on there.
Is it on there?
I don't remember.
Is Ramones on there?
Yeah,
See, Never Mind the Bollocks is not even on there.
Yeah,
Not even top 100. Ramones not even on there.
Ramones. So
I'm sorry.
I mean, there's not much punk representation on this list.
And there's a lot of hip hop.
There's a lot of hip hop.
Okay, so argument starting now, okay, because without punk, right, we wouldn't have Joy Division, right?
Yeah.
Without punk, we wouldn't have The Jam. Without punk, we wouldn't have Oasis.
Yeah.
Right? Without punk,
We wouldn't have the Smiths.
we wouldn't have the Smiths, because it all started
Yeah.
of
Wouldn't have
this
Stone Roses,
post-punk
you wouldn't have-
era,
yeah.
right? Never Mind the Bollocks, like it or hate it, it is one of the most influential, innovative albums ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Only Alp as well, they did.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was the
Rock and Roll Swindle don't count, does it?
of course it don't.
Soundtrack, wasn't it?
Soundtrack and a few, covers.
There's all singles and covers.
Yeah, but without that album, you wouldn't have had, because everybody wanted to be anti-establishment. After that,
Yeah.
everybody wanted to.
They always
to
be
play-
Sid Vicious, didn't
No,
they?
yeah, of course they did.
Yeah.
No, you can't have. If you can't, it's like, there you go. Rock and Roll number 1, Elvis Presley.
Yeah, is that
Is
on
it there?
It won't be.
Because without Elvis, you wouldn't have any of them.
Yeah.
We've said it before.
No Elvis.
That's
If if Rock and Roll number 1 didn't exist, it's a bit like the film Yesterday, the Beatles one, right?
Yeah.
Because without Elvis, even Lennon said it, without Elvis, none of us
Yeah.
would have made it.
Yeah. So I think it's just, I don't know. It's almost like Zane Lowe and the people that put this list together, like I said, has just gone, you know what album I really like at the moment?
Yeah.
Is this one?
Is Lady Gaga
Yeah.
the Fame Monster? Oh, you prefer that
Yeah.
over
Over-
Sgt. Pepper's and
Sgt.
Graceland?
Pepper's and yeah.
And yeah, go on then. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
SOS by
It's all-
SZA.
Right, I was just about
Yeah.
to say that. SZA came out last year.
Yeah. A year and a half
Or
ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
SZA.
she's doing
She's
Glastonbury.
headlining
She headlined Glastonbury.
You know, it's a great album, but it's not even had time to for people to really enjoy it yet.
That's
Like,
5 places above Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Elton John. There you go.
And this and Bad Bunny Un Verano Sintai. Also number 76 on this list. And that's, above what we got.
Sgt.
Michael.
Pepper's.
Sgt. Pepper's.
And Back
Rage
in
Against the
Black.
Machine.
Yeah. It's just a bit random.
mishmash.
It's almost it feels like it's almost like a Bad Bunny. That'll do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's put him on the list. Yeah,
We'll roll the dice.
We'll do, what's that band called? Is it Scissors, Sickly? Oh yeah, she'll do as well. We need to fill it.
Yeah. So that's my opinion on it. I just think it's a bit too mishmashed and a bit too
Mishmash.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
To mishmash.
Is Ready to Die on there?
Lana Del Rey.
No, not Ready to Die. Born to Die. Ready to Die is Notorious B.I.G.
Oh yeah. That's number 32.
That's a great album, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a great album. Have you ever listened to that?
Who?
Notorious B.I.G.
I couldn't
Ready to
do it.
Die.
Really? He was too. It was too explicit for me.
Yeah.
To put it on in the car. Mind you, to put it on the car when Ollie and Emmy were with me. So I had to turn it off immediately. Oh, quickly! Just put his Radio 5 live on.
Yeah. It's a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good album.
Yeah. I like the fact that they're representing hip hop and rap, but
There's a lot.
I think they just need to maybe think about the great jazz records and the metal records.
Yeah.
You think about how many amazing metal bands there are today.
Absolutely.
And
Do you know what I love there as well?
You know,
Number 18.
yeah, 1989, Taylor Swift.
Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Taylor's version.
Only came out last year, didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 18. 18.
Is Jellyfish on there?
No.
No.
Okay.
People don't even know what jellyfish is. That should be on there though.
That should definitely be on there.
Bad. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
They
yeah.
probably don't want to repeat the same artist, which is fair enough.
Why not?
But I know exactly.
Well, they've got 3 Beatles albums on there.
2 Beatles albums, isn't there? Just Abbey Road and Revolver.
Oh, it is.
That's
Yeah,
it,
sorry.
innit?
Yeah, it
Abbey
is.
Road. That's it. That's it.
They got 2 Beyonce albums on there, and
Is there?
Yeah.
What's the second one? The Cowboy one.
Yeah.
It came out last week.
Yeah. That's my opinion. I think if I was to put a list together, I'd be. Do you know? I wouldn't want to be that person that puts all the 70s albums in there that are just like that are on every list. Do you know what I mean? But it would be filled with a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like your What's Going On and your Graceland.
Yeah, where's that? Where's Marvin Gaye on there?
It was near the top.
What about Led Zepp?
There's just Led Zepp 2 in there. That's it. That's not, isn't it? 2. Was it 2?
Not even number 4.
4. Where's Led Zeppelin 4?
Led Zepp 2
Is it
over
Led
4.
Zepp 2?
It is 2, yeah.
It is number 2. It's Led Zepp 2. Over Led Zeppelin over 4.
I don't think 4's on there.
No, joke, isn't it?
It's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the decades as well. 150s album, 10 60s
What's
album.
the 50s album? Kind of Blue? No, that was 60.
yeah,
that was
Kinda
60.
Blue.
Was it Kind of Blue?
Oh, I don't know. That's on there.
Is it? Was that 50? Then there was 50, was it? I think it was about 61, wasn't it? Kind of Blue.
It is Kind of Blue, 1959.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
There's 10 60s albums, 18 70s albums, 17 80s albums, 23 90s albums.
So they're saying the 90s is the best era of music. That's what they're saying.
Apparently so, yeah.
And you're not put Definitely Maybe in there.
11 2000s albums, 17 2010 albums, and 3 2020s. That's that. I don't know.
It's a big shout, isn't it?
90s, in my opinion, was where it dipped.
90s is Spice Girls, isn't it?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Spice World on there.
Exactly.
Because that would...
90s.
It's
As soon as you think of 90s,
Yeah.
you think of indie and stuff, but you think of Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Well, it was the boy band and girl band.
Boy band, Boys Own, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Westlife, where they started in
Yeah,
the 90s. Yeah.
Saw them.
Yeah.
Saw them
Eminem.
live.
Yeah.
Eminem's on there. Marshall Mathers.
Marshall Mathers 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is, yeah. Marshall Mathers.
Number 80. Oh, have you heard his new song?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh.
Is it good?
Have you heard it?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Is it good?
Right, let's wrap this up and I'm going to play it to you. Yeah.
No worries.
It's the best thing he's done since Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
All right, well, let's make a pact that after we get to 200,000 followers on TikTok, we'll make our own list.
Oh,
Of top 100.
Top 100 best albums of all time.
Okay.
In our opinion.
We're doing one at the moment, aren't we? The top, but this is Rockabuy Records
Yeah.
of top to listen to before you die, and we're not. And I'm trying my hardest not to mention the Beatles and Oasis.
But to be fair,
and Elvis.
if you're into music and you haven't listened to the Beatles anyway,
That's
like,
it.
Do you know what I mean? These are albums that
absolutely.
Yeah.
these are albums that you should be listening to,
Yeah.
but maybe you haven't yet.
No.
If
if you haven't listened to Abbey Road, then
but
you-
just get off the podcast.
yeah. But stop listening now.
Don't
But
listen
it's
to that.
but like you said, these lists are 1,001 albums to listen to before you die, and it's always going to be Dark Side of the Moon, Abbey Road. It's going to be, and it's going to be Rumours, and it's going to be. Well, just
It's
mix
so
it up a
obvious.
bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all obvious, aren't
Yeah.
they? Anyway, so
Yeah, and
Let's do our own.
you've probably listened to them. You know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
that kind of thing. So yeah.
yeah.
So when we
And you know what number one will be, don't you? The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because we'd have
Yeah.
we thought, what the heck is this?
Can't get away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here first. 200,000 followers. We'll put our own list together.
We've got about 85. No, we've got about 80,000 to go, haven't we? So
Yeah.
yeah, we're getting there.
Or no, we'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we could ask everybody in the world.
Oh, you'd end up with 5,000 different albums,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
and it'd be one random one that would just
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
So many people like that album.
Yeah. I've never even heard of her.
Yeah. Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? So yeah, we'll put our own list together and see if that gets us anywhere. But I reckon Apple Music, I think you've done a half-arsed job in my opinion, and I think it's there's some definite ones there that should be there, and definite ones there shouldn't be there, and some maybes that I don't know.
I think there's a lot of people pleasing in that list.
I reckon so. Yeah. I reckon it's
A lot of people pleasing.
It's what's the word? It's when you're going with the status quo, you are going. You know what I mean? You are
a sheep.
Yeah, you're agreeing to a lot of stuff.
I think you can just tell it's been put together by radio hosts and people that play maybe mainstream music.
Yeah.
That's why I think people like SZA and Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny are on there.
Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift, yeah.
Number 18.
18.
Taylor's version.
Above Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah.
Slash. So that's not my word.
Is Appetite for Destruction on there?
I don't think so. No. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's number 52.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And just above that is Sign of the Times, Prince.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So okay, that's a nice little area.
Yeah.
Around there, isn't it?
That's a good little. Yeah, I'd like to be in that area.
Rolling, yeah. Okay.
John Coltrane's around there as well. Exile on Main Street.
What's the John
D'Angelo,
Coltrane? Love
Voodoo?
Supreme.
Huh?
Love Supreme, John Coltrane, or was it Blue Train?
I love Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Exodus.
Yeah,
Exodus,
Bob Marley.
yeah,
Nice
Bob
little,
Marley.
that's a nice little area. That's a nice little page you got there.
Yeah, I'd sit in that. Innovisions as well is just there.
There you go.
Yeah,
Voodoo.
yeah 54,
D'Angelo.
54 to 57, 44 to 57. That's a good area.
Jimi Hendrix. Are you experienced?
Oh, yeah.
Solid
Maybe
albums.
they've got the list upside down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, number one is actually a Body Talk by Robin.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll leave it to the comments
okay.
to do anything else. But I reckon, yeah, like I said, let's see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah.
'Cause I think there's a reason this list is controversial, and I think we've just discovered why. Yeah.
Cool.
No worries.
Cool.
Well, thanks a lot, Chris.
No,
Thanks a lot,
thank you,
Dad.
Dan.
Cool. Cheers,
Thanks a lot
Dan.
for joining us once more on this podcast, Off the Record. If you want to listen to any of our other podcast episodes that we've done, they're all available on your normal podcast streaming websites, wherever you listen to your podcasts, whether that be Apple or Amazon or Spotify. They should be there, or YouTube if you want to watch us on there as well. If you do want to support the shop, you can press a like button or a subscribe button anywhere you see one. Come and follow us on our TikTok journey and our Facebook videos. And if you're local to our little shop in Oakham in Rutland, come and visit us. We've got all those expensive records that you might be after, all the way to those cheap records that are only £1, and we've got got plenty in stock for you to have a look at, all the way from Robin Body Talk all the way to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and everything in between. So once again, thanks a lot, Chris.
Got a single coming out as well, haven't we?
Let's mention that as well quickly.
Do it.
Go on, you mentioned it, Chris. Go on, tell them.
Do you reckon people are still here at this time?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
This is like one of them hidden tracks, isn't it, that you find at the end of an album.
Yeah.
Single coming out, Rockabuy Records single, off the record. It's the theme tune, isn't it? The theme tune to the podcast.
Yep.
That you only hear 20 seconds of.
Yeah, it's about 26.
It's actually a full-length song. It's actually a full-length song, isn't it? It's 4 minutes of it. And we put it on vinyl. So go get it. It's on the website. I think there's only about 40 left. We've only made 100. So if once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
So
Let's not beat around the bush as well. Who made the record, Chris?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I did it in lockdown. Yeah, it's a version of Crossroads by Robert Johnson and millions of others.
Yeah.
And it's on the website. Go get it.
Cool. Yeah. How much is it? £15?
£15.
Yeah, £15.
Hand signed, hand numbered,
and signed by the four of us.
And Mum rang me today. She's going to do an Obi strip for it as well. yeah, she is. Yeah.
Tom's just fainted.
Yeah,
I should have stayed at work.
Yeah, that was Mum's idea as well.
Put an Obi on it.
Yeah, she said, "Why don't the artwork be Rockabuy Records in the middle, 4 signatures, hand numbered on the back, and then an Obi strip round it?" And I thought,
yeah. Cool. Yeah,
go on.
Go get it on the website. That's another way to support us. Come and buy some of our merchandise and the single that Chris has so proudly put together for us at Off the Record podcast. We're super excited for that to come out. So all those times that you listen to that intro, it's going to be a full 4.5 minute long song. There might be a surprise on the B side. Maybe
can't reveal too much.
Can't reveal too much because we don't know how much it's going to cost.
We haven't got a clue. You've just mentioned that just this second, haven't you? None of us know what you're talking about.
Nah, it's all right. We'll do something with it. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So yeah, get it pre-ordered now. We're not sure when it's going to be available, but we're thinking sometime in July, maybe August.
Start of July.
Yeah, start of July, August. Yeah. So yeah, get it on order. Get it pre-ordered. And once again, thanks a lot, Chris and Dad and Tom, who's behind the camera, just arrived halfway through. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
And here comes the music that you can buy on single.
Yeah, that's it. This is it. This is the single.
This is the song.